These are Christmas ideas that I've bought from Amazon for under £21 and I'm still using today. We have the Peril storage boxes. These are plastic storage boxes with individual containers, and you can take the inner strips out, but I'd recommend leaving at least the middle one in to hold its integrity. They're good boxes, but they don't hold a lot of weight, but this is only £6.99 and they do a bigger version. So just as long as you're being careful with your boxes, these boxes are fantastic for storing small items. If you have one of these extendable seats for working on, I can recommend them, but they're over £21. But what isn't over £21 is a big hippo memory foam seat cover, which actually goes over the top of your seat, and then it makes it really comfortable to sit on. When the seat cover's put over the top, you can leave it on permanently. Pump up air wedges are fantastic. If you've got to put a door in by yourself, you can pump it up and it brings the door to the correct height. You can also use them underneath kitchen worktops to help you level up the worktops when you're putting the feet on. Very handy tool. This was given to me as a Christmas gift a couple of years ago. It's the Marksman standard hole marker. If you've got to mark something, you can put it over the top of the hole, push down, and it leaves two perfect marks where you've got to put your screws in. Silicone spreading tools. These are absolutely fantastic. You just put your silicone on the edge, bring the tool along, and it smooths it off to different thicknesses and angles. And as they're rubber, I've actually cut them in half before to get them into tight gaps. This one's for electricians. These two put a thread back onto the back boxes for electric sockets. There's a 3.5mm and a 4mm. You only use them a couple of times a year, but when you need them, they're fantastic to have in your box. This is the bench cookie by Bench Dog Tools. It's a nice little cookie that you can put your work on top of to raise it slightly off the work surface. And they also do a cap which has a point on it that you can put over the top, and then you can paint your work that you're doing or varnish, and it only leaves a very small footprint on the back side of your work. This one's the Rollon magnetic pickup tool that extends out, and it has an LED light on the end. It's very handy when you've dropped something, you can go along and pick it back up again. This one is the magnifying glass. It has a magnet on it so you can connect it onto anything that's metal, and that way it frees your hands up. I use it quite often for getting thorns out of my fingers when I'm at work. Nice little present for under £5. A little box of DeWalt PZ2 tips. This is the Sadler mechanical pencil. These ones are really nice, 2mm thick lead, so it doesn't break all the time, and it has a sharpener in the lid. I wouldn't be without this tool now, but it's a bit expensive for what it is. It's actually a Carabiner, which has an auto lock on it, and it's a bottle opener and a screwdriver, and I use it all the time for hanging my keys up. But it does come in at £17.77p. Another pen one is the Papermate Flex Grip Ultra. It's a 1mm pen and it's absolutely lovely to use, nice and cheap and perfect for the workshop. Another pencil one which is very handy, especially when you're working outside, are the Q-Connect half pencils. You get 144 in a box and they come in at £5.60. Nice little pencils that you can put behind your ear and it doesn't matter if you lose them. This is another gift that I got a couple of years ago. I've just bought myself another tub of it. It's the O'Keeffe's Working Hand Cream. Any of the hand creams are good, especially in the winter time. A little bit of cream goes a long way for stopping your fingers from cracking. If you're after just a little baby voltage meter, this one by Klein Tools is just over £20. It does DC from 1.5 volts up to 17 volts and it does AC from 12 volts up to 240 volts. It has 2 test leads. You can put one test lead in the hole and use the other test lead while holding the unit, so you don't have to leave it dangling down. This is a set of Fisk secateurs. They're just nice little fine secateurs that you can use on tomato plants for cutting off the side rings or cutting anything that's delicate. Very sharp, very handy to have. This one is the Rollon inspection mirror. It has an inspection mirror that you can angle at any angle you wish, and it's on an extendable arm so that you can get it into hard to reach places. Very handy if you're looking up in the ceiling for some wires or anything. It has 2 LED lights on it. And the last one for today is tea tree oil. This stuff is fantastic when you get a ply splinter in your finger. You take the splinter out, put a little bit of tea tree oil on it, and it stops it from aching nearly instantly. I hope this overview of some Christmas ideas is helpful for people. You will find my links to these products in the description. Thank you for watching and subscribing.